was just talking to her. What if she told me that you beat the piss out of her and you jumped on top of her and started punching her in the face? Should I just go ahead and take that as...
but don't you know...
It's your side of the story. Give your side.
You just talking to her though.
Yes.
With the information that she gave you, can she tell you?
You want me to just take everything she says?
I'm not from here.
Okay, but you want me to just take everything she says as fact?
I'm not from here. I don't know her exact answer.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
If my mind gets ruined, my life is ruined. Because then you can't think, you can't do things, you don't know what the fuck you're doing in life. It's like literally everything is the quality of your ability to think. And I knew that I was putting that in jeopardy.
Victim's identity will not be released in accordance with Marx's law. On October 29, 2025, at approximately 2:15 p.m., the victim entered the Miami Gardens Police Department, accompanied by her attorney, to report.
Joe Rogan reacts strongly to the leaked arrest bodycam footage involving Gervonta Tank Davis, describing it as deeply shocking and unsettling. Rogan explains that watching the footage makes it clear this situation goes far beyond boxing. In his view, once Davis is released, the most important work he needs to do is internal. Rogan emphasizes that Tank must seriously focus on self-discipline, emotional control, and mental stability. According to Rogan, raw talent and fame mean nothing if a fighter cannot manage his behavior outside the ring. He stresses that Davis has reached a point in his life where personal growth is no longer optional, but essential.
Calm all those feelings of weakness that are inside of you.
Yeah. And it acts as like a forcing mechanism for discipline.
Yeah.
As more details emerge, Gervonta Davis becomes the center of a growing storm after the alleged victim officially files charges. This action triggers a chain reaction involving law enforcement, media outlets, and public scrutiny. The incident quickly escalates from a private matter into a highly public case, drawing national attention. Authorities begin reviewing evidence, while fans and critics debate the implications for Davis's career. The situation places Tank under intense pressure as legal proceedings and public opinion begin to collide.
What do I mean?
I had somebody that I'm at the job.
Get him over here then. If you're gonna kick someone out of your house, you know.
Sir, you know what?
I don't have to. I'm sorry. I don't have to do what?
Bravo, 17 miles.
Put your hands on her?
No, I didn't. Of course you're gonna tell you everything. Okay,
did?
well, okay, why did you ask that? Why did you ask
Because that's
that?
my...
Joe Rogan continues his analysis by shifting focus to Davis's relationship with boxing itself. Rogan suggests that it feels as though Tank may no longer be motivated by true passion for the sport. He explains that when fighters lose their love for boxing, discipline often fades as well. Rogan believes Davis should take time to reconnect with something that genuinely excites him, whether that is boxing or another purpose entirely. According to Rogan, passion is what keeps athletes grounded, focused, and emotionally balanced, and without it, even the most gifted fighters can spiral.
Finding a pursuit or a passion or something that you truly love that's engaging and challenging, that is exciting for you, and it advances you as a person. And the lessons that you learn in pursuing that thing, you apply to everything in your life.
Everything in life, man.
Yeah.
Miami Gardens police officially announced that they are actively searching for Gervonta Davis. Authorities confirmed they are working alongside the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force in connection with serious charges involving his ex-girlfriend. These charges reportedly include false imprisonment, battery, and attempted kidnapping. The announcement marks a significant escalation in the case, signaling that law enforcement views the allegations as extremely serious and worthy of federal-level assistance.
For an incident that occurred on October 27, 2025. According to the victim's statement, at approximately 4:15 a.m. while working, the victim was approached by Mr. Davis. The victim reported that Mr. Davis grabbed her by her back of her head, pulling her by her hair with one hand and by her throat with the other. He forcefully escorted her down a stairway and toward the parking garage while maintaining his grip on the back of her head. Upon reaching the parking garage, the victim reported that Mr. Davis released her, at which point she was able to run towards her co-workers for safety. The victim further reported that she has known Mr. Davis since 2022, and they were previously involved in an intimate relationship for approximately 5 months, which ended about a month prior to the incident. Lead detective Gary Florencio obtained and reviewed video surveillance footage that corroborates key elements of the victim's statement. As a result of the diligent and hard work of our Special Victims Unit, An arrest warrant has been issued for Gervonta Bryant Davis on the following charges: battery, false imprisonment, and attempted kidnapping. The investigation determined that Mr. Davis used force to restrain and attempt to remove the victim from the location against her will. At this time, the Miami Gardens Police Department is actively working with the United States Marshals Fugitive Task Force to locate.
Social media quickly amplifies the situation after a user known as Hassan Anks posts information claiming police possess video evidence that supports allegations of Davis assaulting his ex-girlfriend. The post alleges that authorities are actively seeking to arrest him and are reviewing supporting footage. As the post spreads, public concern grows, and speculation intensifies. Meanwhile, police reportedly continue their investigation, carefully examining evidence while maintaining an active search for Davis. The case rapidly becomes one of the most discussed topics in boxing and sports media.
By Miami Gardens Police, Davis is accused of attacking a woman who works at a gentleman's club back in October. She says he left her battered and bruised. Police are not releasing the name of the woman or the club. They did say the pair had dated in the past. Now, there is a warrant out for his arrest.
The victim reported that Mr. Davis grabbed her by her back of her head, pulling her by her hair with one hand and by her throat with the other.
Last month, 3 months before this incident, he was accused of assaulting the mother of his children in an episode that allegedly happened on Father's Day. Several previous charges were dropped when the alleged victim.
IFN Boxing reports on X that an arrest warrant has officially been issued for WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Davis. According to ESPN, the warrant is connected to an alleged domestic violence incident that reportedly occurred in October in Miami Gardens, Florida. The charges listed in the warrant include battery, false imprisonment, and attempted kidnapping, offenses that legal analysts emphasize are extremely serious. Law enforcement documents state that the alleged incident took place at a gentleman's club where the alleged victim was employed. Investigators note that Davis has not turned himself in, a factor that has influenced how aggressively authorities are handling the case. Miami Gardens police confirm they are now working with the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force to locate him, a step typically reserved for situations where a suspect may be difficult to find or is avoiding contact. Analysts describe this as a fast-moving and legally significant situation with potentially major consequences for Davis's future.
Also known as Tank. The victim reported that Mr. Davis grabbed her by her back of her head, pulling her by her hair with one hand and by her throat with the other. He forcefully escorted her down a stairway and toward the parking garage while maintaining his grip on the back of her head. The victim further reported they were previously involved in an intimate relationship for approximately 5 months. Lead detective Gary Florencio obtained and reviewed video surveillance footage that corroborates key elements of the victim's statement. As a result of the diligent and hard work of our Special Victims Unit, an arrest warrant has been issued for Gervonta Bryant Davis on the following charges: battery, false imprisonment, and attempted kidnapping. The investigation determined that Mr. Davis used force to restrain and attempt to remove the victim from the location against her will. The Miami Gardens Police Department is actively working with the United States Marshals Fugitive Task Force to locate and apprehend Mr. Davis.
What's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV, and let's get straight into it because this is a serious and developing situation involving Gervonta Davis. So what exactly happened? According to law enforcement and court documentation, an arrest warrant has been issued for Gervonta Davis stemming from an alleged domestic violence incident that reportedly took place back in October in Miami Gardens, Florida. Police say the incident occurred at a gentleman's club where the alleged victim worked. The charges listed on the warrant are battery, false imprisonment, and attempted kidnapping. As of now, authorities say that Gervonta has not turned himself in, which is a critical detail in how this case has unfolded. And this is where things change. Miami Gardens Police confirmed they are working now with the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force to locate and arrest Gervonta Davis. This doesn't just happen automatically. When someone has an active warrant and law enforcement believes they may be difficult to locate, avoiding contact, or capable of crossing jurisdictions, U.S. Marshals are often brought in. For you guys wondering, what exactly do the U.S. Marshals do? I got you. They are the oldest federal law enforcement agency in the country, operating under the Department of Justice, and they specialize in the following: tracking and arresting fugitives, assisting with high-profile warrants, running joint task forces with local police, protecting federal
Former world champion Shawn Porter shifts the conversation toward what a potential return to boxing might look like for Gervonta Davis. Porter makes it clear that some matchups no longer make sense under the current circumstances. He suggests that if Davis were to return around the summer, a rematch with Lamont Roach would be unlikely, particularly after Roach's draw with Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Porter criticizes what he sees as inconsistent logic among fighters and fans, where wins are praised one moment and then dismissed the next under the excuse that styles make fights. Porter argues that if Davis truly wants to cement his legacy, he should face the winner of Teofimo Lopez vs. Shakur Stevenson at 140 pounds. He dismisses concerns about size, noting that Davis has already competed at that weight. Porter adds that legacy matters, and even if Davis were to lose against elite opposition, stepping up would still earn respect.
Conference, they got like DAs on the step, because I'm telling you, because you guys can't see it, right? They got police officers on the step, I'm assuming media, and because I hear people taking pictures and things like that, so paparazzi, just to announce this, which we'll get into.
According to the victim's statement, at approximately 4:15 a.m. while working, the victim was approached by Mr. Davis. The victim reported that Mr. Davis grabbed her by her back of her head, pulling her by her hair with one hand and by her throat with the other. He forcefully escorted her down a stairway and toward the parking garage while maintaining his grip on the back of her head. Upon reaching the parking garage, the victim reported that Mr. Davis released her, at which point she was able to run towards her co-workers for safety. The victim further reported that she has known Mr. Davis since 2022, and they were previously involved in an intimate relationship for approximately 5 months, which ended about a month prior to the incident. Lead detective Gary Florencio obtained and reviewed video surveillance footage that corroborates key elements of the victim's statement.
Oh, so they got footage, I guess, some footage from the club. That's not good.
Florencio obtained and reviewed video surveillance footage that corroborates key elements of the victim's statement. As a result of the diligent and hard work of our Special Victims Unit, an arrest warrant has been issued for Gervonta Bryant Davis on the following charges: battery, false imprisonment, and attempted kidnapping. The investigation determined that Mr. Davis used force to restrain and attempt to remove the victim from the location against her will. At this time, the Miami Gardens Police Department is actively working with the United States Marshals Fugitive Task Force to locate and apprehend Mr. Davis. We are here.
Bro, what is going on? Like I'm gonna be real. On my channel, I keep it G. And in no way, shape, form, or fashion do I agree with assault or battery or these heinous type of charges. I have never condoned a man touching.
Supporters of Gervonta Davis recognize that he is navigating one of the most intense and challenging periods of his career. As an elite athlete, he faces relentless pressure to perform at the highest level while simultaneously managing overwhelming public scrutiny. Every appearance, statement, and action is analyzed in real time. Beyond boxing, Davis must deal with legal issues, personal relationships, and professional responsibilities that often collide without warning. Fans who continue to support him understand that success at this level comes with immense responsibility. They acknowledge the mental and emotional resilience required to remain focused amid chaos and believe that stability and guidance are crucial during moments like this.
Back 2020, in June, summertime, what you looking at Lamont Roach? Like, what are you looking at? What are you looking at?
I don't think he's gonna fight him again.
Yeah.
Especially after the draw with Pitbull.
Yeah.
So I think that's like he can use that as an excuse, like, he can't even beat the guy that I beat, blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes. The same thing, boxers kill me, because they'll say, on one hand, they'll say, he couldn't beat him and I beat him, and then they'll say, styles make fights. You know what I mean? It's all BS.
Yeah.
So I don't think that he's going to fight Lamont Roach. I think that he should be fighting the winner of Teofimo and Shakur. Plain and simple.
Plain and simple. At 140.
I think he has no excuse to not fight Shakur at 140 because of the size. I think he don't want to fight. I mean, he shouldn't have the excuse to fight Tio either. You went up to 140 years ago to fight Mario Barrios. So
what do you say about his legacy though? Like, let's say he does come back and it's Shakur or it's Teo, and let's say he possibly loses. Do you give him love for stepping up and getting in the ring with those guys, especially if he continue to move on and fight other guys at 140, big names at 140? Or do you say, hey, you were gone, trouble, you came back, you weren't who you used to be, how do you look at the legacy if he should come back against one of those guys? Those guys been active.
This is not the first time Gervonta Davis has faced legal trouble, and many observers believe the pattern points to a deeper issue with decision-making. While his boxing career is filled with remarkable achievements, it has frequently been overshadowed by controversies outside the ring. Analysts point to a notable incident in 2022, just before his highly anticipated fight with Ryan Garcia, when legal problems once again diverted attention away from his performance. That moment served as a reminder that personal choices can directly impact professional success, regardless of talent. Many now argue that if Davis hopes to fully realize his potential and protect his legacy, he must take concrete steps to improve his judgment, surround himself with stronger support systems, and avoid repeating the same mistakes.
That same energy when you get into that ring for this rematch with Lamont. Because I'm getting so tired of hearing about these DV charges you keep catching. So apparently Gervonta Davis has been arrested for another DV case. I think this is about his third or fourth one now, probably more than that. To be honest, this don't really shock me. Because y'all remember when he was dating Ari and they had got into a real bad and he pulled her wig off in the middle of the street, right? That incident was all over the internet. And fast forward, there was another incident that happened back in 2022 with another baby mama, where she claims that she was in the car and things got really rough between them and she made a frantic call to 911, which she should not have made, she claimed. And also said that Gervonta did not hurt her or her daughter. So why did you call the police? It's giving, I'm not mad no more, and at the end of the day, that's my baby daddy. So let me go ahead and scrap this up, clear up this rumor so nothing else goes any further with this. I really don't understand what be going on with men putting their hands on people. It's like, even if you want to give Gervonta the benefit of the doubt and say that he's innocent, when you got track record of 4 or 5 DV cases, all proven guilty, bro, it gets to a point. Don't you blow off enough steam in the ring? And this is really disappointing for Gervonta, because it's like, do you want to throw away your career? You're literally #1 right now. You've been #1. You probably will stay #1 as long as you keep doing what you're doing. Because as many people as see it unfold, it seemed like Lamont Roach was his only real competition. He match on the way, by the way. Really big fight. He got to be there for that. I don't know what he's going through, and maybe it's just me, but I do feel like ever since that fight with Lamont Roach, he's been off lately. He ain't been on social media as much. Now he's going back to his ways like this. I'm gonna need to go check on him, man. Y'all know what they say about boxing?
I don't know any of the details. This is the information that is available to us as of this recording. So again, I'm saying unfortunate news because Tank Davis is scheduled to fight, and he's scheduled to fight in 11 days, and it's almost midnight my time, Pacific Standard Time. So that means really 10 days. Does this affect in any way? Will this affect Tank Davis and his fight? I don't know. I don't know all the details, but we've seen stuff like this happen before in the past. And since it's so fresh, today being December 27th, I don't think it will impact or, postpone his fight or anything like that, because it'll be too quick to go to trial or anything like that. However, some would wonder, could this affect him mentally, right? You left Mayweather Promotions, you're your own boss, doing your own thing. So this is your first foray into that. You have a difficult Olympian in terms of Hector Luis Garcia that you're getting ready to fight, a little bit taller and bigger than you. And, now you have something in the background. This, I can't say is news to Gervonta Davis in terms of him having little run-ins, because he had a run-in with some type of vehicular hit and run or whatever the situation is. So he's had court cases before. We'll see how it all plays out. Again, I don't really have any additional details. Hopefully it doesn't affect the fight, and this is situated and the details come out in due course. I don't really have nothing else to say other than that. Just want to give you guys the latest news.
That concludes today's video. The situation surrounding Gervonta Tank Davis continues to develop, and its implications for his career and legacy remain uncertain. Stay tuned for further updates and analysis. Until next time.